Welcome to my class of operating system. Today we will learn about paging. Paging is a memory management scheme that permits the physical address space of a process to be non-contiguous. Paging avoids external fragmentation and the need for compaction. It also solves the considerable problem of fitting memory chunks of varying sizes onto the backing store. Most memory management schemes used before the introduction of paging suffered from this problem. The problem arises when some code fragments or data residing in main memory need to be swapped out. Space must be found on the backing store. The backing store has the same fragmentation problems as we have discussed in connection with main memory, but access is much slower, so compaction is possible. Because of its advantage over earlier method, paging in its various form is used in operating system. The basic definition of paging says it is a memory management technique that permits the physical address space of a process to be non-contiguous. The basic method for implementing paging involves breaking a physical memory into fixed size blocks called frames and breaking logical memory into blocks of the same size called pages. When a process is to be executed, its pages are loaded into any available memory frames from their source. A frame has the same size as a page. It is a place where a logical page can be physically placed. When a process is to be executed, its pages are loaded into any available memory frame from their source. Source is a file system or the backing store. The backing store is divided into fixed size blocks that are of same size as the memory frames. This is the address mapping. Here we can see that physical process logical mapping is done, and then they are allocated to different memory slots blocks in physical memory. These are different pages, and these pages are allocated different memory blocks which are called frame. Now we come to page translation. Every address generated by CPU is divided into two parts, a page number and a page offset. The page is used as an index into a page table. The page table contains the base address of each page in physical memory. This base address is combined with page offset to define the physical memory address that is sent to the memory unit. Paging hardware. Every address generated by CPU is divided in two parts. One is page number, another is page offset. Page number is known as P and page offset is known as D. Page number P is used as an index into a page table which contains base address of each pages in memory. Page offset D combined with base address to define the physical memory address that is sent to the memory until page number and then page offset. Page number is P and page offset is D. For given logical address space 2 to the power m and page size 2 to the power n. Paging hardware. The page number is used as an index into a page table. The page size, like a frame size, it is defined by the hardware. The size of a page is typically power of 2, varying between 512 bytes and 16 MB per page, depending on the computer architecture. The selection of 2 as a page size makes the translation of a logical address into page number and page offset particularly easy. If the size of the logical address space is 2 to the power n and a page size is 2 to the power n, addressing units, usually it is in bytes on words, then the higher order m minus n bits of a logical address, despite the page number, and n low order bits designate the page offset. This is the diagram of a paging hardware. You can look at this diagram carefully. This is the diagram where translation is being done from logical address to physical address. How the translation is being done? Physical CPU logical address, and then it is converted to physical address, page table P, and then physical address, physical memory. This is the way of translation. Paging example. When we use a paging scheme, we have no external fragmentation. Any free frame can be allocated to a process that needs it. However, we may have internal fragmentation. If the process requires n pages, at least n frames are required. The first page of a process is loaded into the first frame listed on free frame list, and the frame number is put into page table. This is paging model. We can say this is the paging model. Look at this diagram carefully. The page size, this is the page size which is present in logical memory. This size is defined by hardware. The size of page is typically a power of 2, as earlier said, it varying between 512 bytes and 16 MB per page. The selection of a power of 2 as a page size makes the translation of a logical address into page number and page offset particularly easy. If the size of logical address space is 2 to the power m and a page size is 2 to the power n, addressing unit, which is bytes or words, then the higher order m minus n bits of a logical address designate the page number, and the n lower order bits designate the page offset. So in this way, the logical memory is being mapped into physical memory. Now we look at another paging example where free frame list, there is a list of free frame which is given, and this example, with the help of this example, we can see that there are different pages. When a process, we can say that when a process arrives in the system to be executed, its size expressed in page is examined. Each page of the process needs one frame. Thus, if the process requires n pages, At least n frames must be available in memory. If n frames are available, they are allocated to this arriving process. The first page of the process is loaded into one of the allocated frame, and the frame is put in the page table for this process. The next page is loaded into another frame, its frame number is put into the page table, and so on. An important aspect, this is what explained in this example. Their free frame list is given, free frame list is being given, that these are the frames which are free, and the pages are allocated in this free frame list, and then the new process page table is updated. An important aspect of paging is the clear separation between user's view of memory and actual physical memory. The user program views memory as one single space containing only this one program. In fact, the user knows that how to map the memory into free area. This is the way the user maps the free memory area with the help of paging. Now, how the table is being implemented. Implementation of page table. To implement page table or to implement paging, the simplest method is to implement page table as a set of registers. Because accessing of the register is fast. The hardware implementation, each operating system has its own method for storing page table. Most allocates a page table for each process. A pointer to page table is stored with the other register values like the instruction counter in the process control block. When the dispatcher is told to start a process, it must reload the user register and define the correct hardware page table values from stored user page table. However, the size of the register is limited and the size of page table is usually large. Therefore, the page table is kept in main memory. The hardware implementation of page table can be done in several ways. These registers should be built with very high speed logic to make the paging address translation efficient. Every access to memory must go through the paging map, so efficiency is a major consideration. The CPU dispatcher reloads this register just as it reloads the other registers. Instruction to load or modify the page table registers are of course privileged, so that only the operating system can change the memory map. If we want to access any location, we must first index into the page table. This requires at least one memory access. The standard solution is to use a special small fast cache called translation look aside buffer, TLB, or associative memory. The TLB is associative high speed memory. Each entry in TLB consists of two parts, a key and a value. This is the TLB assisted transaction. It consists of two parts. One is page number, another is offset. This is the diagram of this is TLB assisted transaction. if the TLB, we say that if the page number, first of all it will look for the page number in TLB. This is the process of searching. The TLB, I am explaining, the TLB is used with page table in the following way. Listen carefully. The TLB contains only a few of page table entries. When a logical address is generated by CPU, its page number is presented to the TLB. If the page number is found, its frame number is immediately available and is used to access memory. The whole task may take less than 10% longer than it would be if an unmapped memory reference were used. If the page number is not in the TLB, which is known as TLB miss, a memory reference to page table must be made. When the frame number is obtained, we can use it to access memory. In addition, we add the page number and frame number to TLB so that they will be found quickly on the next reference. Some TLB store address space identifier ASID in each TLB entry. An ASID uniquely identifies each process and is used to provide address space protection for that process. When the TLB attempts to resolve virtual page numbers, it ensures that the ASID for the currently running process matches the ASID associated with the virtual page. If in addition we add the page number and frame number into TLB. If the TLB is already full, the operating system must select one for replacement. Some TLBs allow entries to be wired down, meaning that they cannot be removed from the TLB. For example, kernel codes. The percentage of time that a particular page number is found in the TLN is called hit ratio. If it takes 20 nanoseconds to search the TLB and 100 nanoseconds to access memory. What are the advantages of TLB? First advantage is there is no external fragmentation. Second, simple memory management algorithm. Swapping is easy as equal size pages and page frames are there. Share common code, especially in a time sharing environment. Disadvantages of using TLB: internal fragmentation. Page table may consume more memory. Multi-level paging leads to memory reference overhead. These are the disadvantages of using a TLB. Thank you for